Hello everyone, this is another replay commentary and the answer to a request I got a couple of weeks ago, which was a Tak3r replay in which he plays a certain strategy. But before I start, I want to issue a little warning. To fulfill this request I had to go back almost 11 years to a Laddergame which was played in the summer of 2004 on a pretty high German skill level by the standards of the time, which from a present day perspective is not all that high. So in my opinion, replays like that have a pretty great nostalgic value, but from a gameplay perspective there are definitely many better replays. So if you don't enjoy this kind of game, then you might want to skip this one. So with that being said, let's take a look at the replay. It is as I said, a Laddergame played in the summer of 2004 between two of the top German players of the time. Here in the bottom right corner, the pink orc player, probably to this day the most famous orc player from Germany, Tak3r, who starts with an altar and the orc burrow first, and his opponent excuse me, his opponent on the top left spawn position is Mirai, also a German player, a nightelf, a well-established Wc3 player at the time, also the winner of the Giga Grand Slam number 3, which happened back in 2004. He played for DOS, the A losers, and DKH, and he quit in September of 2004. And so far we have seen only a moonwell by him, no Ancient of War, no altar whatsoever. So since this is 2004, no one has done anything like Ancient of War creeping at that time. So this one is only going to be a scout. Altar is now in production, and it looks like we're gonna see a Tavern Hero Hunts build order here. Of course, it could be some kind of crazy fast tech, but the odds of that are definitely rather low, since there is a high chance of that being punished. And Tak3r is going for TC first, barracks and burrow coming as usual, and a pretty early Warmill here. And at the same time Mirai is scouting with 2 wisps at the same time, so he already knows at this point that Tak3r has spawned in the bottom right corner. Ancient of War is now coming, Hunter's Hall as well, and we're gonna see if there is going to be a second Ancient of War, or if he's gonna go for a tech build order with Huntresses. So TC is out, the hero for Mirai. Altar is about to finish. Do it. It's going to be the Beastmaster, which of course, given the time this game was played in, is not at all surprising, since it was the to-go standard hero choice for nightelf at the time. He's gonna go for Quillbeast first, probably gonna creep the same spot Tak3r is taking right now, which is the tiny green one. Looks like Tak3r also got the Scout Wisp killed. And second Ancient of War, so we're gonna see mass Huntresses here battling it out with mass headhunters. So we're seeing a second barracks as well as a second Ancient of War. So that was the strategy request, TC headhunters by Tak3r, which I am fulfilling right now. And as I said, he's going to face lots of Huntresses, and let's see, are the armies gonna collide for the first time? Beastmaster is still running around without any support, but the TC +1 grunt with only the aura is also not going to be particularly threatening. Pretty scared reaction here, detonating this with Wisp rather early on. TC now has to pull back. He's not going to fight against the 3 Quillbeasts, but thanks to the aura, this grunt is easily going to get away. First, the headhunters are already out. Number 3 and 4 are in production right now. At the same time, first Hunt is out. No Huntress is being produced right now. It looks like the second Moonwell was kinda late for Mirai. So he's just gonna fall back for now, but the shop for Tak3r is also kinda late, so he's not gonna be able to buy heal salves for a couple more seconds, and it looks like he's already going for the orange camp here. Pretty bold choice in my opinion. As you can see, it's a little bit different than it is nowadays. There are no trappers and no mud golems, and the throws are a little bit different. Beastmaster right now continues creeping small camps, at which he's gonna take very little damage. TC picks up no XP at home, and rune braces, which are going to be completely useless in this situation. And the shop is now going to be finished, so he's going to be able to finally start buying heal salves. Wc3 is in position for a potential expansion later on. More and more hunters are coming. At the same time, more and more headhunters are being produced. And the Beastmaster is going to creep towards level 2 right now. TC plus the army. Oh, he did sell the rune braces. That's a bit of a surprise to me. I don't really see how they could be useful anytime soon. More and more hunts are coming. Still tier 1 for both of the players. No upgrade so far also for both of the players. And let's see, there is going to be the creep check. Oh wow, does he have... That was a very quick ultra vision by Mirai, who already has the night vision, compared to Tak3r, who basically doesn't see anything, but he scouted these hunts and the Beastmaster with the grunt. Flute of accuracy, perfect item for the TC, so that's all he could have hoped for. And it looks like we're gonna see a creep check here. I'm not quite sure if the number of hunts is big enough here though. Flute of accuracy picked up +3 damage on all of the headhunters. The position for Tak3r does not look that bad actually, but the hunts are getting in a decent position against the hunters, against the headhunters. But at the same time, the creeps are doing quite some damage to these headhunters, so that really plays into Mirai's favor. And while it looked for a moment like it was going pretty well for Tak3r, he's gonna be forced to run away right now, losing the majority of his headhunters. And the rest of the free camp is gonna go to the nightelf player, but obviously the flute of accuracy is all he could have hoped for here. So yeah, both of the players lost a lot. Mirai supply-wise slightly ahead, but in those fights, it's all about great positioning. Those supply numbers can change very rapidly. Looks like the nightelf player is now gonna go ahead and creep his expansion, while Tak3r is just finishing one Quill Beast, marching towards the top right Goblin Laboratory with his TC and the rest of his army. And yeah, there is Beastmaster taking quite some damage actually by this creep camp, but the other player is not anywhere close, so that's not really going to be an issue for him. Tak3r in the meantime creeping, as mentioned, the next creep camp, which is the Goblin Laboratory. Once again, not that great item for him. Oh, and he's tagging, he's on his way to tier 2 already. And there's the expansion by Mirai. So I'm curious what Tak3r is going to add here on tier 2, or if he's just going to go for maybe a quick tier 3 for the Berserker upgrade. But he's also pulling out a Pian, and he's marching towards the bottom, so it looks like he might want to creep this and take an expansion there as well. Mirai also taking the next creep camp, and he's going for the bear second, no hawk, which excuse me, which seems like a reasonable decision given that the majority of Tak3r's army has medium armor, which takes extra damage by the bear. So TC level 4, Pendant of Energy. Alright, so for every crappy item he gets, he also gets one perfect item. So the Flute of Accuracy and the Energy Pendant is all this TC could have hoped for. Right, so expansion probably gonna be produced as soon as he has 385 gold, which is the case right now, and it looks like we might have another fight soon. I really like Mirai's position here. He's got a lot of huntresses, and if he gets a good angle around those headhunters, I don't really see them surviving for too long. It looks like Tak3r might be able to pick up the Gnoll Overseer, whereas Mirai is gonna get both the Gnoll Wardens. And yeah, Claws plus 6 dropping here. What a great stomp to start off this fight. First Hunt immediately taking tons of damage. Second Hunt will also get taken out. And wow, a second great stomp. Actually, the Huntresses need to move around these Headhunters and get into a better position, which is what he's trying to do right now. But there have already so many hunts been going down that I'm not sure if the sheer number of units is still going to be enough for Mirai. But as you can see, now he's getting into a great position and the Headhunters are falling one by one. Both of the players with not a lot of units remaining. TC level 5.5 already approaching level 6. Only 2 Headhunters remaining at the same time. The Forest Troll Berserker is also being picked off, so neither of the players really have any units remaining. 2 more Headhunters coming in. The last Archer is about to fall as well. And the TC is probably gonna have to run as well. He's not yet level 6, he needs one more kill. And it is going to be the nightelf player who's gonna get one more kill. TC has to pull back off, of course, with the level 2 aura. He is not going to die, he is easily quick enough to get away. And he's added the Spirit Lodge here. And he's gonna get Shamans, which seems like a reasonable choice given that a lot of the damage output his opponent is relying on comes from summons, so the Purge is definitely going to be of great help. And it looks like he's completely switching to Archers. I'm not sure if I like that choice. With the Headhunters against Huntresses, both of them are dealing bonus damage to the other. If the Nightelf produces Archers, he's kind of ahead armor and damage type wise, because Archers take less damage by piercing and magic thanks to the passive ability Elun's Grace. But at the same time, by switching to Archers, let's just see how many kills Taker gets here. Only the one Archer and the Cool Beast. By switching to Archers, he kinda removes his own mobility here and gives the total mobility advantage to his opponent. So I'm not really sure if I'm that great of a fan of that. By the way, level 6 by now for the TC. But yeah, cancelling the expansion was a very, very important move here by Mirai. I mean, 44 supply against 36 TC has, well, a decent amount of mana. He's gonna have 2 stomps in the upcoming fight. And lots of archers, barely any really meat shield, except for the Beastmaster, but that one is going to be ignored anyway. Oh, what a great stomp to start this fight off, but he's gonna have to turn around with his units. He doesn't have the damage output to take this Tree of Life down while the Nightelf army is there. Next stomp should be coming in soon. Hits almost everything. 1, 2, 3 more archers are going down. Now the TC is out of mana. As you can see, the archers' damage output against the Headhunters isn't particularly great. Neither is the damage output of the Headhunters though. But yeah, the number seems to be in Taker's favor, at least for now. But the Ogre Mauler, the Summons and the Beastmaster are doing so well against the Headhunters. As you can see, just taking out one by one. TC level 7 right now. Beastmaster also approaching the level 6. Finally, next archers going down. Only 2 of them remaining, as they were just reinforcing the army. And now the TC is gonna have to pull back, as it seems. I feel like if Taker gives him the time, Mirai should maybe creep the second mercenary camp and just get as many mercenaries, as possible, and try and defend with those, because those seem to be the only units available to him, at least on tier 1, with which he can really trade efficiently. Especially these Ogre Maulers are doing extremely well against the Headhunters. Oh, he's taking to tier 2, okay, so it seems like he's realizing that relying only on tier 1 units isn't really gonna do it for him. He's scrollbot for the Beastmaster as well. Looks like the TC might get some new mana, and he's once again, which seems to be probably the better decision compared to creeping the second mercenary camp, he's once again gonna be able to cancel a Great Hall here from Taker, and that's really gonna throw Taker back again. Also, Taker's staying tier 2 here, so he's not gonna go tier 3 for the Troll Berserker upgrade. So expansion cancelled, the PN is gonna be killed. Let's see if he's gonna TP here, or if he's even gonna try and take a fight. I mean, he still doesn't necessarily have to, even though his army looks a bit bigger. 1 heal scroll available for him, mana potion on the TC, plus 2 stomps on the TC anyway. So those will be 4 stomps in total, and the first one is going to come in now. TP used. The 4-star Berserker goes down, as well as 1 archer. So he definitely didn't want to fight yet, and especially that 4-star Berserker is a very crucial loss to him. The only real range unit available to the Night Elf, which is also able to sustain a little bit of damage. So once again, Tak3r is coming in. Once again, he's taking the expansion behind this. And Archers, this time he's pulling them back, trying to stay away from the TC. In the meantime, the melee units are getting some decent damage output against the Headhunters and the Shamans, but the Stomp was amazing. Heal scroll used immediately, mana potion used, while TC's second Stomp is doing just as fine. Only 2 units not affected by the Stomp. And now the Archers are getting in a decent position, doing some damage against the Shamans, which are obviously taking tons of damage against the piercing damage of those Archers. Another Forest Soul Shadow Priest has been taken out, but so is the Ogre Mauler, level 8 for the TC. But all of the Orc units are gonna fall. There are only 2 Headhunters and a Shaman remaining, as well as the TC, obviously, who is now out of mana though, so he's not going to be as great of a threat as he is with mana. By the way, we see a level 3 bear here and level 3 Quill Beast by this Beastmaster, so no Stampede skilled on level 6. And the TC is gonna fall for the first time here. And now he's gonna come back with full mana, which is definitely not going to be joyful for the Night Elf, as there is the energy pendant available. He's even using the level 1 shockwave, which isn't doing all that much damage right now, but he's got so much mana, why not do so? Next stomp, next hit by the TC is taking down more and more units. Is he gonna get this next hunt? Probably not. Night Elf is repositioning for now. Another 200s are gonna follow. This TC is just a one-man army taking down unit after unit. Finally tier 2 for the Night Elf, but actually I think he needs tier 3 and bears to really deal with this army, because even Dryads aren't going to do that great against Headhunters. I mean, against the TC, they would of course be a great addition, since they are mana spell immune and they can slow down the units. But it looks like for now Mirai is gonna try and get into the fight with only hunts again, which seems like a reasonable choice given that there's no more mana on the TC and there's only 3 Headhunters to back him up. 1 hunt is gonna fall. Is he gonna get the kill on the Headhunter? Probably not. The level 3 aura, which he has by now, is so powerful. Those units are so quickly, even outrunning Huntresses. And behind this, Tak3r finally got his expansion up. He's still down by about 13 supply at this point. Another move coming for Mirai. So he's gonna wanna go even over 60, and he's adding a Demon Hunter second right now, which seems like a very reasonable choice given how this TC has been raging in the last couple of fights, thanks to his spells, especially the Stomp obviously, but right now the Shockwave starts becoming more and more of a threat as well, since the TC is even approaching level 9 already.
I stand ready.
The Beastmaster, wow. Look at these items. He's so tanky. Periapt of Vitality, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, and the Belt of Giant Strength. Almost 1500 HP for that one. TC also 1350, so both these first heroes are not really easy to kill at this point. And again, Mirai, he's not going tier 3. And he didn't add any lores yet whatsoever. He's getting the range upgrade for his archers. Upgrade-wise, no upgrades for both of the players. Okay. But he's still relying on this mix of hunts and archers. And a couple of mercenaries to go along with it. The hunts this time in a decent position against the Headhunters. And it seems the TC is going to come in Stomp. Yeah, hitting for the first time here. Shockwave also doing some damage against the Huntresses. Focus Fire seems pretty decent by the nightelf, actually taking down headhunter after headhunter here on the bottom. Also the headhunters are taking lots of damage and don't really deal damage to the hunt, which they should deal damage to. At the same time, the TC is going to reach level 9 here, level 7 for the Beastmaster, but Tak3r is clearly outnumbered. One more headhunter is gonna die, and the TC decides to use the TP out against the demon hunter. He cannot really, at least I feel like he cannot really engage into fights anymore without at least a mana potion in his inventory. Even though the level 1 mana burn isn't doing that much yet, but of course the demon hunter is gonna get stronger as the game goes on. Let's see, he's getting a heal potion here. Beastmaster also has a heal potion. Maybe he should give the Periapt of Vitality to the demon hunter. At least give him a little bit more survivability. It looks like, did he scout this? I mean, it's kind of obvious that Tak3r would try and take the expansion again, but he didn't see it so far. But then again, as I said, it's a pretty obvious choice. So once again, the Huns are getting kind of far ahead from the rest of the army, so they will be taken out one by one here, as it seems. But the heroes are in a good position. They are going to do tons of damage. 3 headhunters at the same time. Stomp has been casted here against the archers. And another stomp here. Demon Hunter is going to be able to burn out the last remaining mana from this TC though, if he wants to. At the same time, all the headhunters almost have been taken out, as well as the shamans. Yeah, now the mana has been burned away from the TC a couple of seconds before he reached 90 mana again and had been able to cast another War Stomp. So TC once again starts raging. There's not really a lot of orc units left, so now is the time to take out the TC at least once, maybe even twice if he's able to. But yeah, 2 grunts reinforcing, another hunt is gonna be taken out. And it seems like Mirai really wants to take this TC down. Now he switches away. He seems to be a little bit indecisive, taking down one of the grunts first. The first Berserker also gets taken out. TC has fallen in the meantime, so he will be back with a lot of mana. And at the same time, Mirai has lost so many of his units. Another Stomp going through here, level 10 almost TC right now. Level 2 Shockwave has already done some decent damage, and the Ogre Mauler is gonna fall to the stun, level 10 TC, and Mirai has to run, only level 7 and 2 on his heroes. There's still the heal potion on both of them, but they haven't really been the target of Tak3r's focus fire, at least so far in this game. Mains have run dry. Yeah, still hunts and archers being produced. 1 Ancient of Law has now been added, and no shop. Ah, okay, never mind, there's the shop. Obviously he bought these potions earlier on. I was just thinking why he didn't get a staff so far, and I didn't see a shop, but obviously he had that one for quite a while there on the right hand side of his main base. And 1 Witch Doctor now also by Tak3r also placed the first ward already. The second ward is going to be placed, I'm assuming, nearby this gold mine, which is now being grabbed by the Demon Hunter and without the Beastmaster, so that one isn't gonna steal any experience, and the Demon Hunter is even going to get the level 3 from this creep camp. Everything seen by the sentry ward here from Tak3r. Energy pendant for the nightelf. Well, it's not as great of an item for him as it is for the orc, but pretty nice for the Beastmaster nevertheless. And Tak3r once again is gonna go for the attack here. Nature's Blessing has just been researched, so the Tree of Ages is now gonna start moving. Great Stomp once again, and great Shockwave to start this fight off. Mana Potion is on the TC. Mana Burn goes on him. He's gonna have 1 more spell available before he can use the Mana Potion. Stomp, Mana Potion, Shockwave kills the level 3 Demon Hunter. Once again, the TC completely dominating in this fight. Beastmaster is slowly approaching level 8, but the Hawk is not gonna make any big difference. Maybe Stampede could be useful once the TC is out of mana. And yeah, another grunt taken out. The Huntress is trying to get in a good position. I feel like with the units he's got available, he should try and focus out the Headhunters, just because the normal damage is doing yeah, so much bonus damage to the medium armor. Let's see, the grunt is probably gonna fall. The hunter is coming back for whatever reason. Yeah, now being put away, and the Quill Beast is not going to be able to finish this grunt off. Demon Hunter now being reproduced. The Tree of Ages is going to reach the gold mine, as it seems, since Tak3r is marching into the main. Getting more and more reinforcements. Actually, now he's marching towards the top left corner and pulling the creeps here with his shaman. Of course, the map layout back then was a little bit different, so it was easier to accidentally trigger those creeps if you didn't pay attention. And Mirai coming in from the back. It looks like he's gonna kill 2 more headhunters, but at the same time he's gonna lose 1 more hunt, probably a second hunt as well. The level 3 stomp stuns so long. It's kind of ridiculous in this situation, especially since the damage output he can back it up with is easily enough to take out a couple of hunts. Level 8 on the Beastmaster right now. Demon Hunter still not back. Another headhunter is going to be sniped out. The Huntress is not running yet. She's gonna have to start running if she wants to survive, but decides not to. Another headhunter gets taken out. He could maybe go for the kill on this low HP shaman. The TC tried to do some blocking here, but Beastmaster slips by on the left hand side, and now Tak3r is getting kind of sick of it and just quickly takes down this annoying orange creep camp, which still is in his way. The entangled goldmine has already finished. There are plenty of wisp in his base. He could also start producing some at his goldmine. So far there's no income from this expansion he's got on the left hand side right now. By the way, his first expansion still has almost 4,000 gold in it, so he's got plenty of time to work with that one. And now he's putting the wisps out to reinforce this, or to saturate this expansion, excuse me. Shockwave comes just in time, but not very well placed. I think he didn't hit anything. You see, well, he could try and kill him, but I guess it wouldn't be too great of an idea since he would come back with full mana, so he switches to the units. 1 headhunter goes down, mana burn on one of the shamans, but the hunts are also being taken out one by one, and he's focus firing the shamans with the hunts. I feel like he should stay on the headhunters, because normal damage against unarmored isn't really that great. And once again, the TC is trying to do some blocking here. This time it works better. Heal potion forced already, but the Demon Hunter can slip by this TC. Gets back to his base, but all the Moonshoes is already gone, so the base is not really of any great help here. Another headhunter gets taken out. Demon Hunter is still far away from the next level up. So that's not really anything Mirai can hope for at this point. TC charging after the nightelf units. And Tak3r right now is determined to keep the pressure up, as it seems next shaman in a bit of trouble, but he's pulling back rather quickly. 1 more hunter gets taken out. More and more hunts are being produced at this point. The shop might be used right now. I mean, Mirai's got the double income. That's all that's going for him at this point. So Moonstone used. Tak3r's bringing in more and more units, and if this TC goes down, yeah, Tak3r doesn't really bother. Actually, it might even play in his favor to get back full mana. Oh yeah, and he just self-killed him. So that definitely plays in his favor then. And TC's back almost 600 mana on him. And of course the True Shot Aura still helps as well. Shockwave Stomp, there is still the potion on the Demon Hunter, which he is just able to use, but that doesn't really help a great deal. Next Stomp going on most of the hunts. Shockwave killing the Demon Hunter. The next 2 hunts will fall as well. Mirai is going to be down to 23 supply. Almost nothing left. The last archer also gets killed. Stomp stuns the hunt as well. There's the GG. Beastmaster didn't go down there anymore in the end, but he would also have fallen. No units remaining for Mirai in the end. So despite the fact that he mined almost 4,000 additional gold compared to Tak3r, he wasn't able to take the game here. I mean, as I said in the beginning, this is an extremely old game, and therefore I wouldn't be too rude about the strategic choices Mirai made here. But staying on tier long for such a long time and relying on so many archers and hunts when he could have gone for tier 3 and go for bears and win the game that way, because that would clearly dominate against TC headhunters, would have definitely been an opportunity for him. And something that I also mentioned during the game, but the game was so action-packed I didn't really get the chance to go into more detail. I feel like what he could have done if he stayed on hunts was to just hit and run and always keep the pressure up against the expansion, even if it had come up anytime, and in the meantime tech to tier 3. So I guess the archers were more of a straight up combat choice, which wasn't the smartest decision in my opinion. But as I said, it was more of a nostalgic game than actually a great role model gameplay. So yeah, that was fulfilling a request. I hope the subscriber who asked me to cast a game like that is satisfied with it. If you have any more requests, then just let me know. As always, give a thumbs up, give a nice comment if you liked. And I'll see you. Bye.